On Christmas Day, 1929, a quiet farmstead in North Carolina became the scene of one of the most chilling crimes in American history. A family that should have been celebrating joy, love, and togetherness instead faced a horror that would echo through generations. What drove a father to turn against his own blood? Was it madness, despair, or something darker lurking behind the closed doors of the Lawson home? This is the story of the Lawson Family Murders, a case that still chills true crime historians to this very day. The Lawson family lived in Germanton, North Carolina. Charles Lawson, a tobacco farmer, worked hard to provide for his wife, Fanny, and their 7 children. By 1929, Charles had saved enough money to buy new clothes and arrange for a rare family portrait. Some would later call it a strange premonition, others a farewell. To neighbors, the Lawsons seemed ordinary, hardworking, decent, but beneath the surface, things may not have been so simple. On the morning of December 25th, 1929, the Lawson family gathered for Christmas. But instead of joy, the day turned sinister. Charles armed himself with a 12-gauge shotgun. His first targets were his daughters, Carrie and Mabel, just 12 and 7 years old. He shot them near the barn, then bludgeoned their small bodies before carefully placing them inside the tobacco barn. Returning to the farmhouse, Charles shot his wife Fanny as she sat on the porch. The children inside screamed. His teenage daughter Marie, 17 years old, was shot next. 2 young boys, James and Raymond, tried to hide, but Charles found them. One by one, he killed nearly his entire family. Only his eldest son, 16-year-old Arthur, survived. Why? Because Charles had sent him on an errand that morning, away from the house and away from the massacre. Hours later, neighbors discovered the horrifying scene. The Lawson family lay dead, each body carefully posed by Charles, their arms folded and rocks placed beneath their heads as if in burial. The only body missing was his own. Charles had walked into the woods nearby and turned the shotgun on himself. Beside his body lay letters, footprints circling a tree, and what many believe was a desperate man wrestling with his final decision. Why did Charles Lawson murder his family? At first, rumors swirled of financial hardship. The Great Depression was looming. Some said Charles had sustained a head injury weeks earlier, changing his behavior. Others whispered something darker, an alleged secret relationship between Charles and his daughter Marie. Years later, relatives claimed that Fanny had confided about her suspicions. Could this have been the motive? Did Charles kill his family to silence the truth? Historians remain divided. Was it shame, a mental breakdown, or simply an unexplainable darkness within him? The truth died with Charles in the woods that winter's day. In the months that followed, thousands visited the Lawson farm. It became a macabre tourist attraction. People paid to walk through the home where the murders took place, some even collecting fragments of blood-stained walls as souvenirs. Arthur, the surviving son, lived with the weight of that day for the rest of his short life. He died in a car accident in 1945, never fully escaping the shadow of his family's tragedy. The Lawson family murders remain one of the most haunting true crime cases in American history. A Christmas meant for love and joy turned into a nightmare. We may never know what truly drove Charles Lawson to commit such a horror, but the silence he left behind still echoes. Evil often hides in plain sight, and sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones within our own homes. If you found our stories interesting and want to see more, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel.